You ever think like things are like a joke or something? How do I explain this feeling, son? Like, I know for sure there is someone, like, how do I explain this? Dude, why is it that there is a Mexican neo-Nazi having a podcast with a Iranian, Syrian, Middle Eastern, brownish man? And bro, how do I explain this? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? I mean, okay, I know what's going on, right? The reason we have a Mexican neo-Nazi and a Middle Eastern Syrian brown man discussing neo-Nazi shit, right? Favorably, in a sense, is because what they're talking about is not necessarily the Nazi stuff, right? They are talking about those things, right? But there's something under that, right? Okay. What they're actually doing, right, is that they are lore building, right, with the baseline ideological hierarchy narrative that exists in this epoch, right? In the post-colonial, in the post-British European colonial world, right? Basically, right, the reason they can literally talk about things that materially, right, structurally, materially, what Nick Fuentes is structurally saying, right, is that he wants to grab PB&J, right, and put him in a concentration camp. That's what he's structurally saying, right? If you were to extend the logic of his beliefs, right? But but the reason these idiots, right, I don't know, behave the way they behave like that, right? Basically like bitches, right? Is because what they're talking about is the narrative dimension, right? What they're doing is building lore. They're just sitting there and going, nah, these people go up here, and nah, these people go down here. Like they do all sorts of fake, complicated, sort of like whatever the fuck they'll fucking add to it, right? But what they're really doing, right, fundamentally what they're doing, right, is just lore building. They're just taking the subconscious power narrative that already exists, right, and they're just building lore. They're like, nah, the Jews go here. Well, maybe here. What about here? Nah, and then the other guy's like, nah, the Iranians are here. Like, that's all they're doing, right? That is the level of comfortableness that these people inhabit. That is the level of analysis, the bullshittery we all have to deal with. This is like the narrative framing for everything, right? So that's why you get someone who's a Mexican neo-Nazi talking, basically saying, I want to put you to a concentration camp, to some brown Middle Eastern person, right? And this brown Middle Eastern person is saying like, yeah, like I wish my country was here, up here, or down here in the right? Because they're not talking about specifically that. They're talking about their imaginary lore, right? Humans love building lore. That is what they love doing more than anything. They will, any story, they will sit down and they will abstract lore the shit out of that. One video game came out in 1982. This dude cobbled this shit up real quick. He was just trying to make a buck. It was funny. These motherfuckers have not stopped talking about it till this day. To this day, they haven't stopped. And that's some random shit, bro. We're talking about the power narrative structure hierarchy of humanity, right? Bro, that's what they like to do. That's how you can have these people like this, just ridiculous, idiotic evil, just levels of beyond evil. Idiocy. That's just what they're doing, son. It's just lore building. That's how they think. They think like children, son. Like there is an alternate universe where the Cat in the Hat book is like real, where it's like, nah. Well, I guess we already have that, right? Like, I don't know. You could pick any phenotype and just whatever, make some lore out of that. That's why. That's why they dumb themselves down. They put themselves in a retard level of conversation and analysis, right? So that they can sort of discuss their own power fantasy lore, right? And the fascists can just use this as a vehicle because they don't care. They want to kill everyone else and create their own power and put themselves, right? Whether they themselves are not fit into the category of whatever, right? It don't matter. They want to feel that power. They want to lure it up, right? But they're retarded. It's so pathetic, son. It's so sad. Son, and do not get me started on the fact that we can't, son, they fucking... Oh my God, I don't want to get even into the whole fucking anti-Zionism, anti-Semitic bullshit, son. I can't even Bro, it's so pathetic, dog. That's like the second time, son, I've seen the PB&J guy sit across somebody that's basically in one way or the other telling him, they do that retarded, oh, we're just talking about groups and whatever. I don't know, bro. Whatever fantasy shit they want to deal with, right? But I've seen some, two people basically tell PB&J to his face, we would, ideally, I would not have a problem seeing you and your people in a concentration camp. Twice. I forgot what the first one was. I really forgot what the first one was. But this second one is this guy, dog. It's crazy. It is crazy, son. And they pretend oh, nah, nah. I guess they're not pretending. But I don't know. I don't know. It's so fucking, it's I don't know. It's so dumb. They're interesting. You think I should be, interesting. It's so fucking weird. It's so pathetic. And you know what it is? You know why this happens, right? Because all of these people want their country, son. All of these people want a country for themselves or whatever, right? Because they live in the fantasy world where they think that thing existed at any point whatsoever, right? But it doesn't matter, right? That's I don't know, right? I guess if they're just the same color, right? I guess but the moment what they want is the same color, and then I guess later they'll just be like the different regions and then the different families. I don't fucking know. It's an endless cycle of bullshit, but right. So this is the mind. This is what they want, right? And this is the problem, son. There is no political ideology, right, besides the fascists that touch upon that sentiment. Your nationalist, racial, cultural, right? Leftists are just like, dude, be normal, I guess. I don't know. Right? But that's not what these people want, right? So we gotta give these people what they want, kind of, right? And there's only one way to doing this, right? We have to tell these people we'll give them a planet. Be like, just calm down, right? I guess at some point whatsoever, I mean, if you looked at it for real, it's probably not that at all. But yeah, whatever. Like, you guys don't have a home country, and these evil governments are abusing you guys. You guys rather abuse yourselves. I understand, right? But the whole like, oh, okay, we'll just kill everyone around you or whatever. I don't know, whatever bullshit, right? But we got to take that part out. So we just like, listen, we can just build planets. We can terraform a planet. Why not just wait and then we just give you a planet? Why settle with this bullshit? It is when you can have a planet. There's no people there to mass murder. Is that the problem? I have a feeling that's really the problem, son. I'm gonna be honest, these people just want to kill people. That's really what it is, right? But I don't want, like, it's a little far-fetched, but some of those people will be like, well, okay. I mean, maybe not. That's a little far-fetched. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, we don't have to give you we could just give you like a whole continent. Like, oh my God, you guys need a little place for your little group. You guys are so into being your group. Okay, well, here's a plan. Here's that's gonna start like so much issues. 300 years later, the great civil war of Mars or some shit. Oh no. We could literally just be like, we could just give them something better. Maybe not. That sounds dumb. We have to put this idea in our pocket, and then when it's possible, right? When we have the genetic and evolutionary knowledge, right? To be able to fucking throw in some soil bacteria that will fucking turn Mars into a big green ball. You know, you just throw it in there, let them do their job. You know, get all these little nature robots. Go get him, tiger, right? Once we can prove that, and they're literally like, holy shit, it's going from red to like purple and then green. What the fuck is going on, right? Once they start seeing shit like that, And then we start like, oh, well, look at the atmosphere. Look at this, look at that, look at that. Then we could be like, okay, stop listening to the Nazis because they're just using you to die and to have PTSD, or I don't know. You could be like, bro, you can make your country over there. How about that? How about you stop complaining, stop whining and complaining and murdering and raping people, you stupid, sick bastards, and go get another country. There's like 17 of these groups that are just like that. It's annoying as fuck. It's like, yo, relax. First off, your ancestors, if they were to look at you, they would hang you. They would be like, you are not one of us. I'm just telling you straight up, right? So this whole, whatever bullshit, right? I'm just telling you the truth. They don't give a fuck about you, right? That's the first thing, right? But just stop. Just stop. Stop. Just wait. Just relax. Relax. Why fucking even, they've already fucked it up. They filled it up with a bunch of chemicals. It's oil. It's ruined anyways. It's fucking gross. It's dirty, bro. Those people are fucking weird. They're insane. Fuck that shit, son. Fuck out of here, dog. Get a whole here. How about like a third of a planet? Have at it. You know? There we go. That's how we supplement that sort of nationalistic, racial, subconscious, like, shit we all have inside of us. And, maybe we won't have these just like it's so pathetic, dog. It is so pathetic. Like, it won't solve everything, but like, you won't have someone like PBNJ feeling like he got to talk to some like, have some self-respect, son. Like, it's unfortunate that it reduces itself to such a stupid ass framing, but that's really what that's the level that they're dealing with, dude. You're brown, okay? You're brown, bro. Yeah. You're brown, okay? It is so sad. They're like, yes. You know, maybe they're like this and they're like that. But we're definitely not black people. We're not aggressive. Right? We're not. Mass murdering, genocide, concentration camps, bombing people. That's not aggressive. That is not aggressive. We are not black. Me, no. I am no black. I'm no black. I'm Spanish. I'm Dominican, baby. I'm Dominican, papi. I'm me no black. Oh, shit, bruh. Crazy, son. No self-respect, son. Insane. Yeah, nah. Because I think they just want to feel proud, son. They just want to feel proud about their country, right? And they're still gonna kill each other, but if we can take away some of the feeling not proud because your country's like poor, or your country needs things, or you need a country, right? These things can be solved so easily. It's not that hard. Like, okay, you want to have a nice country with a bunch of stuff. Resources are infinite. They're all over the place. You could just we can go get some for you, right? Oh, your group has not had a home for thousands of years, and all the people around you are a bunch of genocidal psychopaths. I feel you, dog. Trust us. That is no. We know how that feels. That is no good. Is there an empty space? Okay, it doesn't look like there's an empty space. That's fine. There's an empty planet. How about we give you like a half of this planet? I don't know. It sounds ridiculous, but it's not. It's not ridiculous, dog. I am looking at myself through a 4K mechanical eyeball. Like, I don't understand how to explain this. Like, you could either, I don't know, son. I don't know. They're so pathetic. It's so sad. It's such a waste. It's crazy, son. It's crazy. But yeah, that's how we help a little bit on that. You're like, calm down.